Good afternoon, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of all ages. Today, I'm going to be starting with a Ark Survival Ascended Breeding Guide. Okay, this guide is going to be easier than making scrambled eggs in the microwave. So, to start with, you need to go out and find you the dinos you want to breed. Whatever those dinos are, Rexes, RGs, Theries, whatever. It could even be Raptors. But you want those dinos to be as high as level as possible, so they have as high base stats as possible. In this case, I'll be showing you Rexes. And all of these dinos took me about, I don't know, a week and a half to get or so. And all three of them were 135s. Okay, and if you take a look here, these are... Oop. Turrets are going haywire out there. If you take a look here, I've got, these are the original Rexes that I got, and if you'll notice, all three of them have different names. The first one is HP, oxygen, and weight. The next one is stam and melee, and the next one is food. These are because those are the highest respective stats that they have. Okay, now once you have these dinos and you have named them for their highest stats that they have, then you're going to breed these guys together and get something called a step dinosaur. And essentially what a step dinosaur is you're taking these stats and you're putting them on these other dinosaurs. Now ideally you would want all these stats on two dinosaurs and get super lucky, and that would be your base, but most of the time that doesn't happen. That's why we get the steps. And if you look at the step male and the step female here, you have all the stats on the step female except for food, and then the step male has the food. And then what I did there is I bred those two together to get my original base. Okay, now to show you my original base, I'm gonna have to go outside here. Boop. Throw out this guy. We'll fly up here. And this is my Rex breeding station. You see, there are 16 Rexes, 16 females, and 1 male. Okay. And the reason I have so many is so I can get as many Rex eggs as possible. Now, if you take a look here, let's just go to first person here. We'll access this one's inventory, and you'll see that this base level dino is 234, and the name is base F for base female. And it has the combined stats of health, stamina, oxygen, food, weight, and melee. And just for purposes, let's go down here to my refrigerator where I've got the other cryopods. I can cryo this guy up real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. And you'll see that I have 1,000,000 Rex eggs. Not quite 1,000,000, but yeah, 3 refrigerators worth. And the reason being is you, at this point, you want to start breeding for whatever stat you want to mutate in. Okay, ideally on Rexes, for example, you're going to be mutating for health and melee. Now you're going to start off on one stat. You don't want to be breeding for both stats at the same time, and I'll show you why. So I do believe I have this one. I named HP1 because it mutated in health. And then the other one is Melee 1, and he's already out there. But the reason that you want to be breeding for one stat at a time, let's go back up here and look at these guys again. Boop, 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 boop. Dead dino. So this guy, as you can see, his name is Melee 1, and it's on the male because he's mutated and melee. And if I look at the ancestrals here, you'll see that there is 1 out of 20. So you want to mutate 20 points. Okay, guys, calm down. You want to mutate 20 points into your first stat, meaning that you're going to have dinos named Melee 1, Melee 2, Melee 3, etc., all the way up to Melee 20. And the same for whatever you want your other stat to be. And those are going to be your primary mutations. Now, once you have those all the way up to 20 on each one, you're going to probably have one male and one female, one with 20 mutations into health and one with 20 mutations into melee. You're going to breed those two together, and those are going to be your boss dinos. Those are the ones you're going to want to imprint on because they will get insane imprint boosts. And then you just breed up those dinos in order to do your boss fights. And it's that easy. Well, my griffin just decided he wanted to throw me off. How rude. Okay, let's just where's Melissa? So yeah, and that's pretty much it. And you're gonna repeat that process until you have 20 mutations in 2 different stats that you want. And from there, bro, where are you going? And then from there, you can just breed what other dinos that you want to breed. And that's that easy. What guide took maybe 10 minutes, if that, to explain breeding. Pretty easy. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna continue breeding for my melee 2 here, since I already have a melee 1 out. And this is gonna be, I'm gonna do probably 12 eggs at a time, because they do tend to get a little hectic. Let's toss these eggs out here. Do 2 at a time in a row here. Now, I don't have insanely boosted rates on this server, so you're not going to be seeing me do the full breeding to 20 mutations, because this video would be 5 hours long if I did that. I'm just showing you an example here of how it should be set out. You should have an incubation area set up. You don't have to, but it is optimal, just so you have a safe place to breed your dinos, and a safe place to hatch your eggs without really worrying about anything. And as you see, these eggs have about, like a 16-minute timer on them. Yeah, 15 minutes. So that's going to be a while. But we're going to be here until we have some eggs hatched. And I do believe my melee mutation was 331. I think that's what it was. But I'm going to go double check just in case, so I know what to be looking for my melee too. Mr. Griffin, big boss. Yes, the Griffin's name is Big Boss, and they are my favorite tames in the game. Sorry about that. My wife was just telling me poop jokes. But anyway, they are my favorite tame of the game. This is actually a modded in Griffin because I don't have all the maps. And this map is the island. So I'm not sure if they're breedable or not. I know standard Ark they are not. So yeah, I'm looking at 331. So I am looking at a Rex that mutates into 238, because then I know there's going to be a mutation point. So anytime there's a mutation point, the level of that base dinosaur is going to increase by 2. So the previous base, as you can see here, is, well, come on. Come on. All right, there we go. The base female, level 234. And then the mutated male. The mutated male here. Hello. The mutated male is 236. And that is because his mutation is right here. And I just gotta do a mic check real quick. Something wonky happened there. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright. I was being a little paranoid there. Sorry. You get a little behind the scenes actions. Anyways, yeah, so as you can see that the base increased by 2 levels, which means we have a mutation, which is right here. And that's what we're going to be looking for in our next batch as well. So we're going to be looking for a 238 Rex in a melee mutation. And we're going to want that to be higher than, what did I say, 330? I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was 330. And this is kind of one downside about having your breeding area and your incubation area a little bit away. But yeah, so yeah, 331, sorry. So I'm going to be looking for higher than 331 melee and a level 238 Rex. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. We fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you guys all come from my beautiful singing voice. Boop. So now we just kind of mess around and wait for these other Rexes to pop out. Let's see. We are gonna have to go on a meat run though, because we are low on the meats. And these babies will eat meat like no other. Should also be noted when you're breeding these guys, you want to put meat on the babies because they can't actually start eating out of a feeding trough until they're juvenile. So let's go find something to kill. We will go murder. Yes, murder. What? I shouldn't have any juvenile theories in the other building. I'm just killing stuff around here. Alpha Raptor, let's go. Oh, that's a level 90 Alpha Raptor. Let's go, big boy. Hmm. Oh my god. Come at me, bro. Hmm. Well, that was almost not great. And just like that, bruh. They want the smoke tonight, apparently. We'll get us a good chunk of meat, though. Get to go find some more stuff to kill. Hopefully, don't run into any more alpha raptors. That was a level 90 alpha raptor. Usually when they spawn, they're like 50 and under. This is the cool thing about the Griffin, guys. In case you didn't know, you can fly up and then do this dive bomb attack. I killed a parasaur on landing. You can kill those juvenile theories in there, love. Okay. They must have just got the perfect temperature somehow and hatched. We're just out getting meat. Little fella. Little fella. Alright. Let's hop back in our hidey hole here. We're gonna give our a Griffin here a little bit of prime meat because he's the goodest boy. Check out our eggs. Where are we at? They got a 4.5 minute incubation timer left on them. Remember, guys, we're looking for a 238. A 238 with higher than 331 melee. And now we just play the waiting game. And I'll probably just fast forward this this video a little bit, like I'll crop it in to where these Rexes are, you know, actually hatched, so we can show you the culling process. The culling. Anyone Stargate fans? They are. Shout out in the comments below. Maybe we can collab, do a little Stargate collaboration. And your favorite rocket ship? Bye bye. Good luck. Have fun. Ah, Pepsi. Pepsi Cola. Pepsi. Oh, do. Check out the beautiful incubation area that we got here. My wife actually built this. Mine was much more bare bones than this when I was doing it. We got a cool little walkway here. We go up and down both sides. And the natural environment is blended in. And then there's, if we go down, this is our incubation area. We got a little water pool here we can take drinks out of and go swimming nude if we want to. And she's a big fan of like these fireplaces and stuff. And I believe, yeah, there's a secret door here with a doorway that actually goes up to the base. Boop, 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 boop. We're just killing time. I got 2 minutes left until these guys are incubated. Do 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 do. Check out the griffin's purple eyes. Mr. Stabby, do 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 do. 10 seconds left on these guys. And as you can see, these guys did not pop out with 2 3/8. So we're just going to switch over and perform swift executions on the babies. This is not a pure PvP server, so I can't just kill them before they're claimed. I have to claim them and then kill them. 2 3/6s, 3 3/6s, 2 3. There's a 2 3/8 though. It is not higher than 331 melee, so it's not what we want. It's a little unfortunate. This is a very good way of getting XP though. Just killing high level dinos. That's also a good way of getting yourself some prime meat for doing those coveted tames. Or making prime meat jerky, kibble, anything like that. You get really good resources off killing these babies. It sounds kind of brutal. Hey, let me just kill these babies. But you know, it is Ark, so you know what they say about Ark. Incest is wincest when it comes to breeding dinos. It's kind of how it is. And then we brought the tame in here to do quick cleanup of the bodies. Normally like a thylacolea would work better for this, but I like the griffin because it's griffin. And it took me a while to find a high level one, so yeah, that's where we're at. And that's gonna be the end of the guide because with all the downtime and stuff we had, it's gonna be like a 20-minute video unless I crop it, which, you know, probably will. I want to get this down like 10-15 minutes. Just so it's as easy as possible, you know? Boop, 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 boop. But Twitch TV, Cog Unit 1, follow on